Hey, what's up guys? I am ACESTAR the 3rd. Thank you so much for watching. And today I'm bringing you guys this awesome 3rd gen overused battle that I had against one of my friends. I don't know, but it was some guy at Hamachi and his name was Brendan in the game, so we're going to call him Brendan. So this battle was really fantastic because this dude made some awesome plays. He was predicting left and right. He had some cool Pokemon with some cool names. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this battle because it was just off the charts. So anyway, we're going to start with that question is, what move do you want to see on your favorite Pokemon? So that's a question that you're really going to have to think about. But when I think about it, a Pokemon like Yen Mega, if it got a move like Quiver Dance, I mean, do you know how awesome that thingy would be? Even though that thingy is weak to Stealth Rocks, that thing would just sweep through teams like it sweep through teams like how a vacuum cleaner sweeps. Vacuum cleaners don't sweep, but you gotta get the point. So anyway, be sure to answer that question in the comments below, and thank you so much for doing that. So anyway, hey, welcome to this team. You may have seen this team before because it was the team that you saw on my last video. So this team, I'm not really gonna go into that much depth into it because on my last video I went super in depth into it like 3 minutes in, and it was completely unnecessary. So yeah, basically this team was a anti-meta team. You see, everything on this team was meant to counter OU threats such as Suicune, Skarmory, Blissey, Tyranitar, Salamence, things like that. You know, not necessarily Celebi because, well, yeah, Celebi. But that's what this team is all about. It does those kind of things really easily because all the Pokemon are really synergetic and they work together really nicely. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Please be sure to answer that question in the comments below. Alright, so I don't have much to say outside of the fact that Map Crimson Cobra 117 is fake. He's faker than Barbie on steroids. Like, oh my god. So anyway, he leads off this Gengar. I lead off my Snorlax, and immediately I just go for a Shadow Ball as he switches out into his Skarmory. Now, it kind of sucks for me because I know this Skarmory's not going to be taking a lot of damage, but I know that this thing is going to predict me to try to switch out into something, and he's going to go for Spikes. So I go and take the opportunity and I just go into my Magneton, whereas I can just go for a Thunderbolt at this point because now I know that I have him trapped due to the fact that I have the Magma Pull ability, and I can take him out with a Thunderbolt. So now that this thing is gone, I don't have to worry about it too much anymore because, you know, it's dead, and he does not have a really defensive Pokemon anymore. And he goes on to his Blissey next, so I'm like, okay, so now he had Scarbliss, so I'm like, okay, so this dude is officially a faggot. So anyway, he goes for a Siphon Toss as I go out into my Cloyster. I know that Cloyster could just set up, like, you know, rapid spins and spikes and everything, and I know that this thingy is really can be threatening if it wants to be, but he switched out to his Gengar predicting me to go for rapid spin. I'm not going to stay in there because it's kind of pointless for me to do that. Doesn't make any sense. So he double switches out into his Medicham, which is brilliant. Like he's so smart for that. Like, damn. So now I'm gonna have to switch out again because this thingy is gonna capitalize on me. That's just annoying, dude. Like, come on. So I don't know what he was predicting at this point, but he goes for a Shadow Ball. I guess he was predicting me to have some kind of Ghost type, but I don't have one of those. I only have Swampert to take these kind of moves, so he goes for that Shadow Ball. Doesn't do too much damage. I see that this thingy has leftovers, which means that it's most likely a bulk up variant of Medicham, or it could be a focus punching variant, which is also pretty dangerous. So anyway, he switches out into his Milotic as I go for a Roar. It's pretty awesome because I get to see that the fact that he had a Milotic and he was able to take Spikes damage. So now he's taking these Spikes damage. That dude is deflating all over the place. He's losing his HP. He's like, dude, these Spikes are on my feet. I can't do anything about this because I don't have a Rapid Spinner on my team. This just sucks. So now that he went into his Blissey again, and now at this point I'm like, okay, so he's probably going to predict me to go for like another Roar once again. So he's going to go for a Brick Break. He's going to do substantial damage to me. Like, the amount of damage on this thingy that it did, oh my god, that is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, that is unacceptable. So anyway, I stay in, and I think I go for another Earthquake, I do believe. No, okay, yes, I switch. Okay, I got it right. So, I switch out into Leclan because I predicted him to switch out into a different Pokemon like Milotic, which he does in fact do. So, now that Milotic is in here, I know that I can just go for another Spikes and or a Rapid Spin if I wanted to, because I know that I'm able to do that kind of thing. So anyway, he goes for a Toxic, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I get to go for the Rapid Spin. I thought he might have switched out into his Gengar, but he didn't do that. So now, I'm like, okay, it's all good in the hood. No Spikes up in here. You can't set them up anymore. Yeah, yo, B-boy, YOLO swag, 2012, 13. Okay, so anyway, he goes for a Toxic. I get Toxic, which kind of sucks for me because I know that my Cloyster, it needs the HP. I must have the HP in order to be an effective defensive wall. But now, with the fact that I'm Toxic, I can't really do that anymore. But it's okay because I have Explosion. So once it gets down to the point, I will go for Explosion once I'm at a low enough amount of health, and I will take out everything on his team. So anyway, I go for a Surf because I was just going to fighter myself out as he switches out into his Medicham. It kind of sucks for me because I know that that thing could have been an issue later on, but I mean, Wait, why did I say that? No. Sucks for me because he's going to be able to go into his Gengar again, and he's going to be able to go for a Thunderbolt. But he does not do that. He double switches out into his Milotic, predicting me to go into a different Pokemon. But I go into my Magneton, which he did not predict, which is why he went into Milotic. And it sucks for him because now he's going to have to switch out, which is why I switch again into my Truxton, which is my Tyranitar, because I predicted his switch into something else. So he did switch into his Blissey, predicting my stay in, and he tried to take my Thunderbolt, but I don't do that because I switched. And other thing is in here, he's probably going to switch again because he doesn't want to stay in here, so I switch out into Botward because I predicted him to switch, but he doesn't switch. He stays in and goes for Stop Boiled, right? And I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine, you making good predictions and stuff, I see you, I really see what you're doing, you're right there in front of me, I see exactly what you're doing, and it's not cool. Yeah. So anyway, now the thing he goes for a Sabotage, putting me in Torrent range, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's pretty awesome. So I predicted him to switch out, which is why I went for Roar, but he doesn't do that. He went for Sabotage, like I said. But at this point, he's going to be able to go into his Milotic, which kind of sucks for me, but it's kind of awesome also at the same time, because, I mean, now he took 25% damage from the spikes, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, 25% damage is no joke, especially on a defensive wall like my Milotic. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So anyway, I go for an Earthquake. I get a crit, which is so freaking unfortunate for him. Like, I can't think of anything more sucky than that situation right there. Like, he could have honestly killed me, or he could have gone for a recovery and everything, but he did not get the chance to. I am so sorry for that. You probably hate me for that, and it's okay because I really don't care. So anyway, now that my butt was in here, I predicted him to like try to set up on me or something, so which is why I stay in and I try to go for a Hydro Pump because, you know, whatever. I do have Ice Beam. Why did I not go for Ice Beam? I don't know. Maybe because Ace Sutter there makes stupid decisions. So now he has +1. Now he's in the Pokemon that I have that is supposed to be walling Dragon Dance sets, and now he's going to be able to go for Hidden Power Flying, and I'm going to be taken out due to Hidden Power Flying, which is Stab. And now I'm dead. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now I can go into Leclam, and I can see if Leclam can actually do something to this thingy, because I know he has +1, but I actually have, you know, a 180 base defensive stat, which equates to about 504 defense. So I might be able to take it, and I might not. I'm not really sure. So I go for an Explosion because I thought he might have stayed in and tried to kill me, but he does not, which leads me to believe that this thingy does not have Rock Slide, because if he did have Rock Slide, he would have went for it, but he didn't. So predicted that pretty terribly. So now I am out of a Cloyster, and now I don't even want to do this anymore because my Cloyster is gone. Me and my Cloyster have been friends for a very long time. I remember meeting him on route. Anyway, so now this Gengar comes in here, and look at this little fag. Okay, he goes for Focus Punch, and I'm like, oh, like, what? My life is terrible. Oh my god, when that happened, I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, man, do you know how much that hurt? Okay, so he went for a Focus Punch on my T-Tart, took it out, like, oh my god. And then I had to go into my UFO, which was my Magneton, because I predicted him to just not be able to do anything to me. I mean, he had Focus Punch, which means he probably doesn't have anything else that's going to be super effective against me. So I set up a sub as it went out into his, what is the thing called? Salamence. And like, Salamence wasn't going to do anything to me, so that's why he switched out to his Blissey. So I go for a Metal Sound. Metal Sound's will be taking him down to about -2 special defense, which essentially gives me 2 times the amount of special attack I have. I am max special attack with 371 special attack, so I have essentially about 742, I do believe, special attack right now. So I'm going to be doing a lot of damage to this Blissey, considering the fact that it's a Blissey. So Alalala has lost a large percentage of its health. He has nothing to really switch into at this point. I mean, he has no ground types, he has nothing that resists it, I do believe, so he's going to have to stay in. I mean, there's nothing else he can really do. So I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt. I am not going to be taking him out, which sucks a lot, actually, because I really wanted this thing to be gone. You know how annoying Blissey is? Like, Blissey is probably the most annoying Pokemon in Pokemon. It just does not die. Like, I don't understand. And I don't get the concept either. It's just a little pink thing with an egg in its stomach, and yet it lives everything. It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's so stupid. Like, what? So anyway, he switches out into his Gengar, predicting me to go for Metal Sound. I don't do that, so I come in, go for that Thunderbolt. There's a lot of damage to that thing. Doesn't take it out, however, which kind of sucks. I mean, it was Stab, and I do have a lot of special attack, but it sucks. So he just goes for an Explosion, which does significant amounts of damage, dude. Like, come on, that was resistive. What the heck? So now that this thingy was able to go for a self-destruct Explosion, he has a safe switch out into his Salamence, which is going to capitalize on at this moment, because there's no point of him not trying to capitalize on it. So now that this thing's in here, I am really not going to be trying to switch out into anything. I could go into, like, I don't know. I don't think I have anything defensive on this team. No, I have Swampert. This is Swampert. This is a Swampert. It's the fat Pokemon and it eats things. So yeah, I have Snorlax here, which can take these things, I guess, moderately well, I guess. I mean, it's kind of not really meant for that, but that's what it does. So I'm going to be able to go for a self-destruct at this point, because I figured that he wasn't going to, you know, switch out into something else. I mean, the last Pokemon he has is a Blissey, and at that point, I can just go into Flambe. Now, this is a wonderful day now, isn't it? We can celebrate good times. Come on, because now the only thing he has left is this Blissey. I have a Blaziken in here with Swords Dance and Sky Uppercut. This dude is like, dude, you know what? I can't do anything about this. He's gonna have to sit here. He's gonna have to go for a Stopwell or something. He does not have any status moves. There's nothing that this dude can do right now. I'm so sorry for doing this. I really am. Like, I know how much this hurts you. I mean, to see this happening, I mean, that's really the worst feeling. Like, oh my gosh. So, wow. +2. Stab. Super effective Sky Uppercut. Let's go. So, look at that. It's gone. GG, guy on Hamachi. That was fantastic. What an awesome battle that was. I mean, the ending was pretty unfortunate for that guy. But, I mean, that's what happens when you mess with Flambe. I mean, that's why I kept it for so long. I mean, I did have kind of 2 Skarmobless counters when you think about it, because I had Magneton, and I also had, you know, Snorlax, which compensates greatly because, you know, most Skarmobless will switch into Snorlax, and I had Magneton to trap them. So, I guess I already had a Skarmobless counter, and Blaziken was kind of extra, but even so, I got to do that, which is more than enough. That is my life right there. That is the whole definition of it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, comment if you were cool, subscribe if you haven't, share if you have the balls, and favorite if you are Fortress. You guys have been very consistent with everything. I think this month I've actually gained about 10,000 views on my channel, which is a milestone. I don't think I've ever reached that, actually. So that is pretty awesome for me. Like, thank you guys so much for being so loyal and everything. I mean, you guys have been really just on it and everything. A lot of you guys want to do collaborations and everything. If you want to do collaboration with me, of course you can. Like, come on. Like, if you want to do something with me and my channel, if you need like some kind of something, like if you want to battle or something you want me to do, like guest narrator on your channel or something, I will do that for you. I probably won't have a lot of time to do it, but I will do it. So if you want me to do that, then tell me. I'll do it for you guys, because I am at your service. I am ACESTAR III for you guys. That is why I'm here. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. You know, have a wonderful day and everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've said that about 20 times this battle, so I hope you guys get the message that thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and everything. Have a wonderful, I think spring is coming up. Yeah, spring is coming up. Wow, and so is spring break. So, yeah, spring break is coming up. Don't go out and party and die, because that happens. So, once again, have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for watching for the 5,000th. Bye!